I'd also like to add that I have submitted my letter of resignation to the district attorney's office, effective immediately, and from now on I will be devoting all of my time and energy to Lily Light. I'll be her chief financial and legal advisor.
That's a pretty radical career change, isn't it, Mr. Capwell?
Well, Miss Light has taught me that there's more to life than what I've been pursuing, and it's a welcome awakening.
Does this mean that you're a convert?
It means I'm a believer in what Miss Light stands for.
Care to tell us what that is?
Well, I've got a better idea. Why don't you all come to her tent meeting tonight? It's her formal introduction to the Santa Barbara community, and I promise you, you'll be as impressed as I was. And I know that there are countless others out there who, like I, had lost their sense of direction, looking for someone or something to believe in. Miss Light is that someone, and I urge everyone to attend the meeting tonight.
Are you going to miss working in the DA's office?
Now, my work there was like the labors of Hercules, unappreciated, unsung, and often unsavory. Too often I was asked to perform dishonest or disreputable acts. From now on, I intend to devote my life only to constructive, positive enterprises that serve the public welfare.
Damn him! Damn him! How dare he? If he thinks he can get away with that kind of ridiculous slander and impugn the office of the district attorney, he's got something else coming.
Well, I wouldn't get so upset if I were you. He's probably just putting on an act. There's no way that Mason could have flipped over some phony evangelist. There's probably something in it for him.
Oh, I don't know. He sounds off the edge to me.
Oh, come on. Can you imagine Mason's soul being saved by anyone, let alone someone named Lily White?
No. Lily Light.
Light, White, either way, I don't think it's possible.
Either way, I'm going to stop this gratuitous slander.
You're making a mountain out of a molehill, Keith. It's just a phase Mason's going through. It, too, shall pass.
I'm not going to let it run its course. I'm going to nip this in the bud right now.
Bien, todavía no considero que se haya salvado, pero creo que se me ha reservado un propósito más elevado.
Having faith is like having a shield to
Ted, I
ward
have to talk
off
to you.
evil, temptation.
No.
We are having a minor crisis here. We've lost some of our files.
I don't care about the files. Excuse me, I'm trying to watch my brother. You know, I think Mason has lost his mind.
What is so newsworthy about that? Seems to me half of your family's crazy, and so are you for being so preoccupied with them.
You know, you are the most opinionated, self-righteous person I've ever met. You've got something unpleasant to say about everything, Jane.
All I said was you're preoccupied with your family. You are.
You said my family is crazy.
Well, they are.
You know, now I know why so many DJs have been in and out of this stupid radio station. You drive them out of here, Jane, with this Conan the Barbarian act of yours. You know, between you and Haley, I've had it. I don't know why I cannot find a sweet-natured woman.
Someone like Roxanne.
Yeah, maybe that is what I need.
Well, I hope you get her. It would serve you right. And don't worry about the files. I'll get them myself.
Oh!
And in closing, I'd like to remind everyone that our meetings are open to all.
Y que espero que todos puedan acudir tranquilamente. Gracias, señor Capwell.
Increíble. That was really incredible. I thought last night was some kind of momentary madness, that Mason had dropped a marble or two, that he'd pick them up again this morning. Turns out he's lost all of them.
No, I think it's kind of pleasant. At least the sarcasm is gone.
Impossible. Impossible. All has changed. It's too abrupt. It's too radical. And why does Mason insist that Lily Light has all the answers?
I don't know.
Thank you. I think I'd like to hear her in person. I'm going to drop in on that tent meeting tonight.
Forget it. Lionel, buenos días. Pasa, por favor.
Buenos días. ¿Está CC?
Sí, está. ¿Has tenido noticias?
Ellos...
Lionel.
Hola, CC. Sí, he tenido noticias de los secuestradores de Augusta. Me dijeron que viniera aquí y que me telefonearían. Bueno, pueden llamar en cualquier momento. Me darán el resto de las instrucciones sobre dónde hacer la entrega.
¿Cuándo lo quieren?
Según me han dicho hoy mismo. Me dijeron que viniera y que esperara su llamada.
Oh, no.
I'll take it.
Them?
Hello. Yes. Just a minute. It's them.
Listen carefully, Lockridge. I don't want to have to repeat this. You take the money and go to the Capitol boathouse noon today. You come alone and don't try anything if you want to see your wife alive. After you've handed over the money, she'll be released.
No. No, I'm not handing over any money until I see Augusta, until I know she's safe.
Turn the money over or Augusta's dead. That's the deal.
What'd they say?
They said that I have to bring the money to your boathouse at noon. They're sending a man there, and they say they'll release Augusta when they have that money.
Well, that's fine. We can plant a man or two in the boathouse, and we can follow that man after he makes the pickup.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because they said to do it that way. And I want to make sure she's going to be safe.
Lionel, don't be a fool. You can't just hand over the money without at least seeing Augusta.
You heard me. I asked for that. He said no police and no interference. We're going to do it that way.
All right, Lionel. We'll do it your way, but I'm going with you to the boathouse.
You can't.
Now, you listen to me. You think I'm letting you and that kind of money out of my sight? Don't kid yourself. Either I go to the boathouse or you don't get the money.
I don't suppose I have a choice, do I?
You got nothing to say about it. Come on, let's get this thing together.
Haley, I'm so glad you're here.
Angie and I...
Necesito hablar contigo.
Yo también quería hacerlo. Pasa.
I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me, all right?
Of course. You know I will.
Were any of those things that Santana said about you true?
What things?
Planning the drugs. Switching her pills to get her hooked.
Certainly not.
Esas mentiras son producto de su mente enferma. Ya viste en qué estado se encontraba.
Ted cree que lo hiciste.
Ted es un Capwell y todos me odian.
Sé cuánto odias a Santana y lo que significa para ti recuperar a Brandon. I can't believe you would take the word of an admitted drug addict. I'm giving you my word. I couldn't do any of those things. You gotta believe me.
I want to.
Well, then do. After all, we're family. We gotta stick together. We gotta trust each other.
It's hard to trust you these days. Look, Gina, I know you're not as bad as people say. I just needed to come and talk to you face to face about this.
Well, you were right. I'm glad you did. You should ask me questions if you ever have any doubts. Just hope you don't anymore. I think Brandon going to live with Cece is a good thing. I'm glad it happened.
Why? You hate him.
There's a fine line between love and hate, Haley. And if someone has something that you need and want enough, it's pretty easy to forgive them. Pretty soon I'm going to have everything I want.
What do you want?
I can't explain it all to you now. But when Kelly comes back to town and she's able to stand trial, I'll have everything that used to be mine and everything that's still coming to me.
¿Puedo preguntarte qué te propones?
Sí. La verdad es que estás preciosa en este brillante día.
Sí. Tío CC me ha dicho que estabas en la ciudad y que Kelly acababa de irse.
¿De veras?
¿No hay llamadas, Perla? ¿Nada? Tío CC no me lo dijo, pero a mí me parece que mantiene a Kelly en un lugar seguro hasta que pueda probar que es inocente. Lo que me sorprende es que no te fueras con ella.
¿A qué te refieres con que me fuera con ella? Tengo mis propios problemas, Courtney.
¿Por qué no he tenido noticias tuyas?
Lo siento mucho, perdona. No me he pasado por aquí ni te he llamado, aunque debería haberlo hecho. He estado muy... Sí, ocupado.
Bueno, ¿dónde escondiste esto, Perla?
¿De dónde lo has sacado? De esto era de lo que quería hablarte precisamente. Hay moros en la costa. ¿Por qué no lo escondes?
Buenos días.
¿Qué tal?
¿Habéis visto a Mason?
No. No, not me. We're supposed to meet me here.
Oh.
Could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, why not?
Hey, could you excuse us?
What? What can I do for you, counselor?
Well, you can tell me where Kelly is. I know she's hidden somewhere by her old man. I want to know where.
Well, I actually have no idea, but if I did, I sure as heck wouldn't tell you.
Well, you'd be obstructing justice, my pigtailed friend. I hope you're aware of that. So, you know, if Kelly's saying she has to stand trial.
Look, I don't know nothing. I haven't seen anything, and I got a ravenous appetite here. So if you'll just excuse me.
Oh, good morning, Keith. Sorry.
Perdona que llegue. Te agradezco que estés aquí. No parecías muy servicial por teléfono.
Me pillaste en un mal momento. Ya estoy aquí. ¿En qué puedo ayudarte?
My mind is filled with questions. But for openers, I hope you were serious about the resignation after what you said about my office.
About you personally, Keith, I hope no one misunderstood. And yes, the resignation should be on your desk this moment.
Good. Well, tell me why now.
Very simple. I no longer need the ego gratification. I'm on a different road now. A path that leads from darkness to light. And the petty ambitions that were once my primary motivation are no longer important.
Cut all the highfalutin language. There's no cameras here now, Mason. I mean, it's making me sick, okay? I want you to tell me what's going on between you and this Lily Light character. What's she about? What did she offer you that we couldn't match?
Well, I knew you'd be skeptical, Keith, but money has nothing to do with it.
Right, of course. Silly me.
Is it so hard for you to believe that a man can grow tired of leading a directionless life? There's something wrong with shedding the things that drag us down?
You're not being responsive. I asked you what was going on between you and this Lily Light person, like, and who is she? What's she doing in Santa Barbara?
If you want to know all that, why don't you come to the meeting tonight? It just might be your last chance at salvation.
Salvation? I don't warn you, you know. You're gonna need salvation. And not from the devil, you're gonna... What?
Keith, come to the meeting tonight. If you'll just open yourself up to her, I think you might find something else inside you other than the suspicious little beast I see before me right now.
Got down to Mexico, things started coming back to that little girl. I mean, total flashbacks and brilliant technicolor, fleshed out, you know what I mean?
Really?
¿Una patata?
No, gracias.
Bien. Lo que te tengo que contar es solo entre tú y yo, estrictamente secreto, ¿entendido?
Desde luego.
Bien. Cuando ella empezó a mejorar, supusimos que dirían que estaba preparada para acudir a juicio y había posibilidad de que fuera condenada. ¿Me sigues? Bueno, nadie había estado en el lugar del crimen para probar lo que en realidad pasó. Entonces, al señor Cadwell, que es un genio, se le ocurrió una idea brillante. ¿Por qué no sacarla de la ciudad hasta que encontremos alguna prueba? Eso es. Y ahí es donde está. En alguna parte, lejos de la ciudad.
Sí, pero no veo lo que pinta Alice en todo esto.
No. Alice es otro capítulo de esta interminable saga. Mackintosh me dijo que Alice tiene las respuestas de lo que le ocurrió a mi hermano. Y naturalmente yo le estoy preguntando.
¿Ayudaste a Alice a escapar del hospital?
¿Cómo que si la ayudé a escapar, la saqué de allí?
Maravilloso, Perla. Te estás creando una magnífica reputación.
No tenía elección, Courtney. Tengo que descubrir lo que le sucedió a mi hermano. Es la única... Hola, Alice. Ven. No tengas miedo. Esta es Courtney. ¿Te acuerdas de Courtney?
I want a rundown on this Lily Light character, on the scam she's running, and I want it fast. Well, then find someone who can.
That's interesting. You really think she's important enough to investigate?
Oh, I wish you wouldn't sneak up behind me that way.
All the better to overhear you, my dear. So did you talk to Mason?
He's over the edge, you know. He's talking a language I never heard him talk before. Words like purity and charity.
Oh, please, you worry too much.
Don't do that.
Why not? I thought you liked it.
Not in public. I don't like public displays of affection.
Well, it's hard to keep track of your likes and dislikes these days.
Well, start taking notes. I don't even think we should be seen together.
Why?
Let's start believing Santana's accusations.
Boy, are you getting paranoid. All right, fine, I'll leave you alone. But you're investigating Miss Light all wrong.
Is that right? Really? What's the right way?
Well, through Mason. Yes, I know just how to test him.
How?
Oh, by playing on his worst enemy. Old demon Rum.
So where you been?
I went out.
Well, I could have figured that much for myself. Where?
On an errand. What's the big deal?
Haley, they've been looking for you. You didn't tell us where you were, where you've been.
All right. I went to see Gina, okay? I had to ask her if she had anything to do with Santana, and, she didn't.
Oh, come on, what'd you expect her to say? You know, if you believe anything about Gina, you're crazy, Haley.
I believe her. She's all the family I have.
It doesn't mean that she's telling you the truth. I mean, come on, how can you forget all the things that she's done to get what she wants?
She had to do what she had to do. You know, it was like David and Goliath. She was up against the whole Capwell family. Do you have any idea what that's like?
You know, you are so blind to all of her habits, Haley. It is ridiculous.
I am not. But you don't like her because your father doesn't like her. Whatever Big Daddy says goes, right? Well, there are people who do believe that she had nothing to do with hurting Santana. Gina was the victim this time.
Don't you realize that Gina, Haley, will do absolutely anything she can to destroy our family? Now, you can believe what you want, but that is the truth.
You know something? You love just thinking the worst of people, don't you? The spitting image of your father.
Yeah.
Daddy boy, it's me.
Hi, how you doing?
I want to meet you.
All right, well, let's do it. I'm ready.
Goodness, that was easy.
Well, I figure why complicate things? Just tell me where and when.
I'll be 8 o'clock, and I'll come to you.
Oh, you want to come to the station?
Right there.
All right, terrific. I'll be expecting you.
See you at 8.
Okay.
Well, Ted, once again you've allowed yourself to be seduced by the promise of feminine favors. When are you going to learn that your body is a temple?
Mason?
All right, you came with me. Now I'd appreciate it if you go.
No, not quite yet.
See, if they see you, there isn't going to be any exchange, you know that?
Well, I don't know if I'm too crazy about leaving you with all this.
We don't have any choice. We can't risk the kidnappers seeing you here. You want Augusta's blood on your hands?
All right, I suppose I can trust you.
I suppose you'll have to.
I do have one thing to say.
What's that?
I do admire your courage in the way you handle all this. No, you'll be fine. You and Augusta both.
Thank you.
In fact, Sophia and I would be very pleased to have you at the wedding.
Well, we'd be happy to be there, assuming we're alive. Now, please leave, so that we are.
Take care of my money.
I don't blame you for being surprised, Ted, but think what a surprise it was for me.
So I don't have to imagine. Would you mind telling me how you got from there to here?
No, it's a simple story. It's so simple you probably won't believe it. I've been drinking for days.
That's not too hard to believe.
No, but let me finish. I woke up in the back of a car and I could hear voices singing. For a minute I thought I'd died and gone to heaven.
Now, were the State Street Bistro, right?
Ted.
Sorry.
I woke up, and I looked out of the car window, and then I saw it. It was an enormous tent, pitched in the middle of a field. Got out of the car, and I walked over to it. I stepped inside. It was very dark, except for this blinding white light coming from the front of the tent.
Caminé hacia adelante. Y de pronto ella me tendió su mano. Me acerqué para tocarla. Y cuando lo hice fue como si hubiera tocado el sol. Sentí como si mi cuerpo se abriera hacia afuera. Sentí que todos estos sentimientos me recorrían. Amor y perdón. Y cientos más fluyendo por mi cuerpo al mismo tiempo. No sé qué es lo que me pasaba.
It was as if my body had been turned into a fountain of light. I fell to my knees. All I could do was cry. Like a child. I knelt there and just cried for what seemed like hours.
Incredible.
Lily has given me another chance, Ted. Chance to make up for all the wrongs I've done, put my life back on the right track. Come to that meeting tonight. Listen to her for yourself. I don't think you can and not be moved.
Right, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh. Except I'm meeting a...
You're meeting a girl. Well, I understand the temptations of the flesh all too well, Ted. You have to learn to resist them.
You learned that?
Given up all my vices, including liquor. Lily says a man can't be truly free until he has.
Well, she may have something there.
This is a tape, Lily's commercials. I want you to play it and let your friends know the word.
I want to, but I can't do that. See, we got this policy.
Don't worry about it. I'll make arrangements. You won't get in any trouble. Just play the tape.
Come on, Alice. Don't hold out on me here.
¿Por qué no me dices lo que le pasó a mi hermano? Él era un paciente del Dr. Rawlins en el Instituto de Boston. Me temo que ese Dr. Rawlins le hizo mucho daño. Macintosh. ¿Te suena ese nombre? ¿Lo recuerdas?
¿Esposa?
Eso es, la exmujer del Dr. Rawlins. Kelly, tu amiga Kelly y yo fuimos a México para hablar con Macintosh.
¿Kelly?
¿Kelly? Oh, no, ella no está aquí ahora, pero volverá muy pronto.
Macintosh told me that you could say something to me about my brother. Is that true, sweetie?
No!
Oh, now wait a minute. Let's not close this chapter quite so soon. Okay. Are you sure?
No!
But you knew his name, didn't you? Can you say it for me? Can you say it? Remember I told you his name?
Brian.
Oh, it's all right.
Brian!
Don't be upset, please. No, don't be scared.
Alice, it's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Don't turn, Lockridge. You got it?
Yes, all of it, right here.
Good. Put it on the ground and slide it over to me, nice and easy.
No, you don't get it until I know Augusta's alive. I want to see her.
No way. You don't see her. She'll be released as soon as I call my people and let them know the money's been received.
Nobody touches the money until I know she's unharmed.
You don't make the rules here, Lockridge. We do. Now, if you're smart, we told you to come along.
Wait! Come on. What are you doing here? How did you get here?
Take it easy.
Who's that?
I'm working for some.
Tell me who. Come on! It's Capwell, right? You have ruined everything.
Is this just a phase you're going through, or is it something we should be genuinely alarmed about?
Oh, no, I don't think you should be alarmed about it, Dad, but
Pero no os culpo a Sofía ni a ti de estar confusos. A la familia le llevará algo de tiempo comprenderlo, pero se adaptarán a esta transición.
To the transition.
Is that what we're seeing, Mason? Is that a transition?
Well, maybe metamorphosis would be more accurate, like the caterpillar to the butterfly. I'm slowly shedding my cocoon.
I think you're slowly shedding your brain.
I knew it would be an uphill battle to make you understand, Dad, and truthfully, I toyed with the idea of not coming home at all. But Lily taught me that a man has no future unless he comes to terms with his past.
Your Lily certainly knows how to turn a phrase. I can understand why that would appeal to you.
Yeah, she has a remarkable way with words. More importantly, she has a way with emotions.
All right, Mason, all right. You've already explained how and you and Lily met. What did you do to get together? I mean, how did you get involved in this business, for want of another word?
I traveled with her from tent meeting to tent meeting. And along the way, we stopped at every church and mission that we passed, and I lit candles for Mary. Lily taught me to accept the fact of Mary's death. And I think I should tell you that I no longer hold you or Julia accountable.
I suppose I should send Lily a thank you note.
There's no need to. It's all in a day's work for her.
Oh, Mason, those things must not have been easy for you to come to terms with.
No, but Lily taught me patience and humility and compassion for myself and for my family.
I see.
I'd really like it if you two came to the meeting tonight. Lily wants you there, too. In fact, she asked me to get you two there early so that she could meet you ahead of time.
Tonight?
We had plans, but I think we can change them.
Good. I think you'll find that she has a significant effect on your lives.
Well, judging by the effect she has on you, it might be a good idea to introduce her to Gorbachev and Reagan.
I get that. Hello? Certainly is. Just a minute. Gina.
Oh, good. Hello, Gina.
Mason, I certainly would like to see you sometime soon.
Well, there's nothing I'd like more.
Well, then, why don't you come over to my place?
Your place?
Sure. Like right away.
All right, fine.
See, it's about 6 o'clock. Why don't you come over, say, 6:30, 6:45?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then. That was Gina. She wants me to come over. Talk about a soul that needs saving. Well, I'm glad you two are coming with me tonight. I'll be back later to pick you up.
Either we are witnessing a genuine miracle or the biggest con in Capitol history. Care to make a bet?
Well, I think we could use these.
Hey, you want to lay down? There. Now that's better, isn't it? All right, Alice, I'll be right back. What are we gonna do?
I'm not sure.
I want to help Pearl. What can I do?
Okay, in that case, you remember that research assistant? What was his name? The guy with the bifocals and the bald head?
Henry Samara.
Henry Samara, okay. I think he might know something about her past. Maybe you could find that out. I mean, I would give anything to have a look at her file.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
You've come through for me again. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it.
Well, it's what you do when you love someone.
You know, there's nobody in the world that I care more about than you. You know that.
That doesn't mean you love me.
You are very, very important to me, Courtney. I care about you deeply.
I'm not going to just settle for that, you know.
You know, you're really getting to be pretty handy with those things.
Well, thank you.
Why is it that you've never managed to fix a fancy dinner like this for me?
Well, things aren't always as they appear to be. You see, this isn't really a fancy romantic dinner. No, it's a Venus flytrap. And Mason's the fly. I'm gonna knock him off that high moralistic horse he's been riding and prove that it's wooden.
Bueno, perdona que tenga mis dudas, pero tú no podrías seducir ni al viejo Mason.
Muchas gracias, Kate. A veces puede ser muy insultante.
Perdona, no era mi intención herir tu falta de virtud.
¿Te gustaría verme atacar a Mason? Lo voy a llevar al éxtasis emocional. ¿Qué te parece?
Oh, esto tiene clase.
Un poco de champán, ostras sobre su concha, ternera Wellington y para terminar un soufflé au Grand Marnier.
Y tú eres la pieza de resistencia, ¿no?
Soy perfecta en todo lo que hago, Kate. Nunca has llegado a apreciarlo bastante.
Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to correct that. You know, even on crutches, you're awfully appealing.
You just like helpless women.
Don't hold anything against them.
Are you just gonna stand there looking like you want to kiss me, or are you actually going to do it?
I guess I'll just have to kiss you.
Hurry, I've got a lot of work to do.
Gina, Keith, only the weakest souls give in to temptation. Well, don't let me interrupt.
Oh, no. I was just running along. Listen, nice to see you again. No, I'll talk to you soon.
Happy birthday, Keith.
Right. Thanks for the birthday toast.
This is your birthday, huh? How many of them are you having a year now?
Well, you know, they just seem to come along faster as the years go along.
They certainly do.
Well, I'll be running along.
Oh, Keith, before you go, I know that you've been making inquiries into Lily Light. I want you to know that that's all right. You can look from now till doomsday, but you won't find anything. She's an ordained minister, and she has an unblemished record.
Well, she's luckier than most.
No, she's just better than most, Keith.
And does she know about you and your past?
Yeah, she certainly does. I told her everything. And you know, the strange thing is that as I was telling her, she seemed to know everything before I said it.
What do you know? Really? I mean, she must be a psychic as well as being spiritual. She probably had to have a license for that. I think I'll just keep digging.
Oh, just so there's no misunderstanding, that really was just a birthday kiss.
Keith's birthday is in December. That's a matter of public record.
Really? Well, it's amazing the lengths some men will go to take advantage of a helpless woman.
It's never easy to throw you off balance, Gina. You should have been a sumo wrestler.
Well, I was certainly taught by experts.
No, thank you.
No champagne? Really?
No, I don't need alcohol or stimulants anymore, Gina.
Right. No, neither do I. I mean, not when I have a genuine stimulant right here at my fingertips.
Table looks wonderful, Gina. Why don't we eat?
I thought you were anxious to see me.
Well, I am. It's amazing how you can work up an appetite finding salvation.
Oh, Mason, it's not going to be one of those evenings, is it? Jane.
Okay, sweetie, so what's the scoop here?
Well, I just finished having dinner with Rawlings' assistant, and he says he knows a lot about Alice.
Well, you didn't tell him what I was up to, though, did you?
No, you asked me to get information, not give it.
Very good girl. So, what'd you find out?
Well, he says that when he went to look for Alice's file to satisfy himself, that there was no file, that all he could find was an entry date of when she entered the hospital 5 years ago. And he said that Alice never received any kind of real therapy,
That they kept her in some kind of a drugged state, like a prisoner.
Oh, my... Yeah. Oh, that's great. I appreciate this court very much.
Yeah, well, you know me.
Yeah, I owe you one. Listen. Why don't I talk to you later?
Okay, do you need me to come by and help with Alice?
No, I don't think so. I'd like about an hour alone with her. That'd be best. I promise I'll call you right when I get anything.
Whatever.
Hi. You have a nice nap? Can you please tell me about my brother now? It's very important that I know. You're my last hope.
I loved him too.
You wrecked the whole setup. You had no right.
I had every right to protect what's mine.
Don't you realize how close we were to rescuing Augusta? She could be dead by now. If any harm comes to her, you'll pay for it with your life.
Don't you dare threaten me. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything to bargain with in the first place. I put that man there so they wouldn't trick you.
I didn't ask for this kind of help. I told you to stay away. Why didn't you just listen?
Calm down. I want you to calm down, both of you.
Okay. All right, Lon. In view of what has happened, I think we should get Cruz in and take some kind of official action.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point. Wait. That could be them. Let me get it. Hello. Whatever you say.
What?
They have arranged for another pickup at 9 o'clock tonight. And they warned me that this time there won't be any more chances. They also want somebody else to make the pickup.
Somebody else? Who?
Julia.
Julia? Why Julia?
She's Augusta's sister. I don't know why.
Lionel, maybe they want to grab her. Don't you see you don't have any choice? You got to call the police now.
Lionel is right.
I don't care what either of you say. I'm calling the shots this time. We're not taking any more chances.
Aquí estoy.
Roxanne, apenas puedo verte.
Apaga la luz.
No. No voy a apagarla. Quiero verte. Ven aquí. Ha llegado el momento de que te vea. Vamos.
Pronto me verás. Vamos, compláceme esta vez y apaga la luz como un buen chico.
Está bien. Pero esta es la última vez.
Just outside Monterey. Lily had cured me of my drinking only a few hours before. Would have been about this time of night that we pulled off the road. She got out of the car and she took me by the hand, led me across the beach and down to the ocean. Do you know what she did then? Gina?
Yeah? I'm sorry.
She led me into the ocean, and she baptized me. When the water hit my face, it actually stung me. One of the more profound experiences of my life. It would do you good to wash your sins away, Gina. You know what I want you to do for me?
What? I hope it isn't pray. I'm not very good at getting down on my knees yet.
I want you to meet Lily tonight as well.
As well as what?
She's holding a private audience for my family tonight. Will you come?
Oh, Mason, I don't think so. I think it would take more than Lily Lightbulb to save me.
Don't be so sure. You might be surprised.
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
I can't begin to tell you how important it is.
Me? Saved? I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Start a new life. Live it in peace and harmony. Contribute something to the world.
I tried that with my cookies.
Gina.
All right, Mason. If it's that important to you, I will come.
It's important to you, Gina. That's what makes it important to me.
Mr. Timmons.
Yeah.
Can I have that report on Lily Light that you asked for?
All right, terrific. Got the picture?
Yes, it's right on top.
Thanks. Thanks for getting us a fax.
You're welcome. Thank you. Have a good night.
See you.
I'm Roger Mudd. From atop our embassy in Moscow to satellites orbiting the globe, we spy on the Soviets. We'll have a detailed look at the eavesdropping war tonight on NBC Nightly News.